A very good morning, students. Well, in the previous class, we started the pronoun chapters and we did two kinds of pronouns. The first one is personal, and the second one is possessive. So, we have done these two, and let us start from the third type. Okay, so basically I have written here the kinds of pronouns. So as you can see here, pronouns are of seven kinds. Okay, so the first one is your personal, second one possessives, third one demonstrative, then fourth one is your interrogative pronouns, then fifth one is reflexive pronoun, then sixth kind emphasizing pronoun, and seventh is your relative pronoun. So in your syllabus, in your book, 7 kinds are given. Okay, so we will study the third type, that is demonstratives. We have already done personal and possessives. Okay, so today we will do third kind of pronoun, that is demonstrative pronouns. As you can see here, demonstratives. So what are demonstrative pronouns? These pronouns are used to point out certain objects. Okay, certain objects. These demonstratives pronouns are used to point out. Okay, point out, इशारा करते हैं ये, certain objects. Okay, like this, that, these, those. So these 4 words are your demonstrative pronouns. Okay, now see some examples. You will understand more by the examples. So the first example is, this is a beautiful scarf. So here this is used as a pronoun, and here in this sentence this is pointing out an object. And what is the object? Object is here scarf. So this is pointing out a scarf, an object. That is why in this sentence this is your demonstrative pronoun. Okay, next example, that is a lovely stole. Again in this sentence, that is pointing out an object, and your object is what? Stole. So that is a lovely stole. That is pointing out a stole. So here that is used as demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so this, that, these, those. You know that this is used, this and that is used for singular number, and these and those are used for plural numbers. Okay, some more examples. You can see here some more examples. These are sour strawberries. So here these again is used here as a demonstrative. Okay, these are pointing out strawberries. Okay, so these is here used as demonstrative pronoun. Okay, next, those are juicy oranges. Again in this sentence, those is used here as a demonstrative pronoun, and those are pointing out, those is actually pointing out juicy oranges. So this word is pointing out oranges, objects, and those again is used here as demonstratives. Okay, so these are your demonstratives. Next kind is your, you can see here, interrogative pronouns. Fourth kind, interrogative pronouns. So let us try to understand what are interrogative pronouns. These interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. Okay, you know that interrogative means, interrogative meaning. Interrogative words are those words which are used to ask questions, and these here interrogative pronouns, these will be used to ask questions, but they will be used as a pronoun. Okay, so what are the words which are your interrogative pronouns? You can see here: who, what, which, whose, and whom. So these words are your interrogative pronouns. Okay, now we will understand with some examples. Okay, so first example is: who wants a vanilla ice cream? So here, who is used here as an interrogative pronoun because it is here asking a question. Who wants a vanilla ice cream? So it is used here as an interrogative pronoun. Next sentence, next example: what do you want to eat for lunch? So here, what again is used to ask a question, and what is used here as an interrogative pronoun. So it is your interrogative pronoun. Okay, next sentence: which is your book? Again, which is used here as an interrogative pronoun, and it is used here to ask a question. Which is your book? Okay, it is asking a question, and here which is used as a pronoun. Okay, again another example: whom do you like most? So whom do you like most? Whom is again used to ask a question, and therefore it is used as an interrogative pronoun. It is used in place of noun. Pronouns are what? The words which are used in place of nouns. So here, whom is used here in place of a noun. Okay, we are asking, whom do you like most? Okay, the question is being asked, whom do you like most? So here, whom becomes your interrogative pronoun. Okay, next example: whose are these books? Again, whose is here used as an interrogative pronoun, and it is used here to ask the question: whose are these books? Okay, whose is used as a pronoun. Whose is here used in place of an object. Okay, it is asking the question: whose are these books? So these are your, my dear students, interrogative pronouns. Okay, is it clear to you? Now we'll move to the next kind, that is reflexive pronouns. So your next kind is reflexive pronouns. Let us try to understand what are these. Reflexive pronouns are the words, are the pronouns in which the action of the subject, the action of the subject, you know the subject, okay, the action of the subject reflects upon the subject itself. Or we can say in other words that subject in a sentence, if there is a sentence, so there should be a subject and there is an object also. So here reflexive pronouns tells that the subject and object refer to the same person. Okay, they refer to the same person, means subject and object refer to the same person. Okay, other let us understand with some examples also. So first I have made a table here. You can see subject, pronoun, as we have studied these in our personal pronouns. These are all your what? Personal. Okay, and these are your reflexive pronouns. So you can see here I is your subject. It is used as in subject always, and it is personal pronoun. So I, then reflexive pronoun is myself. The reflexive pronoun of I is myself. We, ourselves. You, when used as a singular, yourself. Reflexive is yourself. You is your subject pronoun, personal pronoun, and you is also used as a plural form. So you, reflexive is yourselves. Okay, yourselves. Plural form. This is used here as plural, and it is used, you is used here as singular. Next, he, reflexive, himself. She, personal, reflexive, herself. It, itself. They, themselves. Okay, so these are your reflexive pronouns. Okay, myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, and themselves. Right? Okay, now some examples. Now try to understand with some examples. She introduced herself. So the first sentence, now see, she is your subject. Okay, she is the subject. Subject. Introduced is your verb, and herself is what? Here, object. So as I have told you that subject and object refer to the same person. Okay, so here it is also referring to the same person. She and herself are the same person, is the same person. She introduced herself. उसने अपने आप को introduce किया. तो यहाँ पर she और herself एक ही इंसान हैं, एक ही व्यक्ति को रेफर कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, that is why here herself becomes your reflexive pronoun. Okay, next example, they enjoyed themselves. Again, they is your subject, themselves is here object. Now they and themselves are referring to the same people. They and themselves are the same people. So that is why themselves here is used as a reflexive pronoun. Okay, next example, the cat cleaned itself. Here the cat is the subject, itself is the object, and the cat and itself is the same you can say it is not an you can say person, but it is an animal. So they are just referring to the same animal. Cat and itself is the same animal. Okay, so the cat cleaned itself. So itself is again is your reflexive pronoun. Okay, so itself, it is used for non-living things and animals. It is also used with animals. Yes, so next kind is your emphasizing pronoun. Let us try to understand. These emphasizings are emphasizing words, or you can say pronoun, are used to emphasize the subject. Okay, that is why the name is your emphasizing. Okay, these words, these pronouns emphasize the subject. Actually, you see here, myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves. These are the same words which are used also, which are also used as reflexives. Okay, but here emphasizing also includes the same words, but here the difference is that emphasizing pronoun are used to only emphasize the subject. The words are the same here, but here emphasizing pronoun are used to emphasize the subject. Another difference is that emphasizing pronouns are always used with subjects in a sentence. Okay, reflexives, we have seen that reflexive pronouns are used as an object always. You can see here, these are your reflexives, so these are used as an object, but here emphasizing pronouns are always used with the subject. These are not used as an object. Okay, so now see the examples. I myself baked this cake. So here you can see here myself is your emphasizing, and this emphasizing word is used with the subject. So here myself becomes your emphasizing pronoun. Okay, myself is used with the subject and it is here emphasizing the subject. I myself baked this cake. मैंने खुद ही अपने आप ही इस केक को बेक किया. तो यहाँ पर आई जो सब्जेक्ट है उस पर माई सेल्फ ने एम्फेसिस डाला, एम्फेसाइज किया, आई को स्ट्रेस दे के उसको एक्सप्रेस किया. आई माई सेल्फ बेक्ड दिस केक. सो दिस इज द मेन डिफरेंस between reflexive and emphasizing. Emphasizing pronouns are always used to emphasize the subject. They are used with the subject. And while reflexives are always used as an object. Subject, object. They are always used in the form of object. Okay. Another example. She herself managed all the things. Again, she herself emphasizing the subject. Herself is here emphasizing the subject. She herself managed all the things. Okay, so next example, he himself did the job. So again himself is emphasizing the subject, he. So here it becomes your emphasizing pronoun, right? Next, okay, some other examples you can see. There are more examples. She herself wasted her property. So here you can see, my dear students, she is the subject, herself is your emphasizing pronoun. Okay, so herself is again emphasizing the subject, she herself wasted her property. उसने स्वयं ही, अपने आप ही, खुद ही अपनी प्रॉपर्टी को वेस्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर ये एम्फेसाइजिंग हो गया. नेक्स्ट, they themselves asked me to do it. So here they is your subject, themselves is emphasizing the subject they, and hence it is used as emphasizing pronoun, right? So they themselves asked me to do it, right? Okay, now the last kind is your relative pronouns. This is the last type of pronoun. Okay, so let us see. Relative pronouns shows the relationship. Relatives shows what? Relationship, as the name also suggests. Relative. Okay, relative से आया relationship. Relative pronouns shows the relationship between the noun and the words in the sentence, or you can say and the other words in the sentence, right? Now, what are the words? Which are the words which are used or which are relative pronouns? These are who, which, that, whom, whose. Okay, so these are your words which are your relative pronouns, and these words will be showing relationship between the noun and the other words in the sentence. Now more things will be clear with some examples. So the first example is, I saw a woman who was wearing a funny dress. So here, now see, I saw a woman. Now who is your what? Relative pronoun, right? So who is here establishing a relationship. Okay, and who is used here for what? Who is used here for the woman, and here woman is what? Noun. So this is your noun. I saw a woman who was wearing a funny dress. Woman is your noun, and there is a relationship between the noun means woman and the other words in the sentence. I saw a woman who was wearing a funny dress. So there is a relationship of all between the words and the noun. Okay, there is a relationship. I saw a woman. मैंने एक woman को देखा जो who was wearing, जो कि एक फनी ड्रेस पहने हुए थी. तो यहाँ पर वुमन और सेंटेंस के अदर वर्ड्स के बीच रिलेशनशिप स्टैब्लिश हुआ, और उस रिलेशनशिप को कौन स्टैब्लिश कर रहा है? हु इज रिलेटिंग व्हाट? वुमन. हु इज हियर यूज्ड फॉर द वुमन. आई सॉ अ वुमन हु was wearing a funny dress. So you can see here, my dear students, this who is your relative pronoun, because there is a relationship between the noun, that is woman, and the other words in the sentence. And here who is used for the woman. Therefore who is your relative pronoun, right? Next example, this is the dictionary which I bought yesterday. Yes, this is the dictionary which I bought yesterday. Again, which is relating what? Dictionary. Okay, and this is the noun, and there is a relationship again between the noun dictionary and the other words in the sentence. This is the dictionary which I bought yesterday. यह वही डिक्शनरी है जिसको मैंने कल खरीदा था. तो यहाँ पर which is establishing a relationship which is used here for the dictionary. So here which becomes your relative pronoun, right? Next, the road that leads to market is being repaired. Again, that, the road, that is used here for the road. The road that leads to market. So all these words are actually used for the road noun. This is the noun of the sentence, and there is a relationship between the noun and the other words in the sentence. These all words are telling something about the road. So there is a relationship between the noun and the other words of the sentence. The road that leads to market is being repaired. So that is used for the road. That is relating the road. That's why that is used here as relative pronoun, right? Let us see some more examples. Yes, you can see here. Another example, this is the boy who works hard. Again, this is the boy. So, boy is here your noun, who is your relative pronoun, and who is relating the boy, who is used for the boy. This is the boy who works hard, and all these words are actually relating the boy. They are telling something about the boy. So, there is a relationship. Yes, so there is again a relationship between the noun, that is boy, and other words in the sentence. Okay, so again, next example, this is the girl whose father is a scientist. Now again, this is the girl. Girl is your what? Noun. And whose is relative pronoun. So again, there is a relationship between the noun and the other words in the sentence. This is the girl whose father is a scientist. So whose is used for the girl. This is the girl whose father is a scientist. Okay, so whose is your relative pronoun. Next, the last example. This is the man whom I respect most. So this is the man whom. Again, whom is used to relate the man. Okay, man is your noun and there is a relationship. Okay, whom is establishing a relationship, whom is used for the man. This is the man whom I respect the most. Okay, so again, whom is your relative pronoun, right? So these were the kinds of pronouns, right? Now, antecedent is a word, it is also included in the relatives. Antecedent is the word, you can see, the noun to which a relative pronoun refers back is called its antecedent. अब antecedent क्या होता है? अब देखो यहाँ पर देखिए आप, antecedent क्या है? Antecedent is the noun to which a relative pronoun refers back is called its antecedent. Means, so antecedent is, you can see in the example. Now here the word men, okay, is the antecedent of the word whom. Okay, it is used, it is because whom is referring to what? Noun. So man is the antecedent of whom. Here in this sentence, girl is the antecedent of whose relative pronoun, right? Likewise, boy is the antecedent of who. Okay, now it's time to do the exercise. So the first exercise is underline the pronouns and state its kind. So you have to underline first the pronouns, identify the pronouns in the sentence, and then state its kind, right? So the first sentence is, that book is mine. That book is mine. So first you have to underline the pronoun and then you have to tell the kind. Okay. So yes, we will do that book is mine. So here mine is your pronoun and it is what kind? It is your possessive. Okay, so it is your possessive pronoun, right? Next, the teacher told us a story. Now here in this sentence, find out the pronoun first. Us. Us is the pronoun and what kind? Us is your personal pronoun, right? Okay. Next, we play football daily. It's very easy. We is used here as a pronoun and what kind? Again, it is your personal pronoun, right? Next, fourth sentence. It is raining heavily. It is your pronoun. What kind? Personal. It is your, again, personal pronoun. Next, these are their books. So find out the pronoun. Okay, these is your pronoun, and what kind? It is your what? Demonstrative, because these here are used, these is here used as demonstrative pronoun, right? Next, ours is a great country. So find out the pronoun first, underline and state its kind. Try yourself. Ours. Yes, ours is your pronoun. And what kind? It is your possessives. It is your possessive. Next, this is a cat. Find out this. Very correct. This is your pronoun. And what kind? Again, it is your demonstrative. It is your demonstrative. Okay, demonstrative. Those. Next, those are wild animals. Find out. Those is your, again, what? Demonstrative. This is your, again, demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative. Okay, demonstrative. Next, she wasted herself. She, again, is your personal, and she wasted herself. Herself is what kind? Herself is also your, here, reflexive pronoun. It is your reflexive pronoun, right? Next, I myself saw her singing. I is your, very easy, personal. It is your personal pronoun. Next, myself is your what? Myself is your emphasizing pronoun. Emphasizing pronoun. Next, saw her singing. Her is your, again, personal pronoun, right? Next sentence, you burnt yourself. You is your, again, personal pronoun, right? Next,